Hey guys, Ray from LoveYourRV.com, and today I have 6 little mini product reviews for you. These are things we've picked up in the last 6 months or so to add to our RV and arsenal. They're not really worth doing a full-blown review on, so I thought I'd go through them today quickly. Here they are here. 4 of these I bought myself with my own money. 2 were given to me by manufacturers as free promotional samples. That would be this RV Air filter and this, not really sure how you pronounce that, maybe HoKENA. They're safety flares. So let's go through each, and I'll let you know why I bought it or why I really like to have it in the RV. First up is this portable electric heater. The name of it is True North by a company called Camframo. Anyway, they're based out of Ontario, right here in Canada. So the thing is manufactured, designed, everything in Canada, and it's quite the quality piece. Nice metal outside. You can see the heater in there, and a good fan design. I was looking for something. We had a little plastic job that went, I think we bought it for about $29, and it was okay. But it eventually fell off where it was sitting and it cracked, so I needed to look for a new heater. I saw this one on sale at Home Hardware. Normally it was about over $100 Canadian, so it's not a cheap one, but seems to be quite the quality. I picked it up for $79.95, so got a good deal on it. And the thing that sold me on it was it has 3 different levels of heat. 600 watts, 900 watts, and 1500 watts. Because a lot of times you don't need full blast heat. You just want kind of a nice mild heat for the rig. Also, if you look closely here, it has this little snowflake. And what that is the heater will come on at 38 degrees Fahrenheit, so it'll help protect freeze-ups. So I thought that'd be good, you know, if we put this in storage or something and I want to throw it into a storage bay for the plumbing. What else do I like about it? Well, the heat is really good, and it has a low setting on the 600 watts. It has a really low fan setting, so it's kind of nice. Keeps the coolness off at night without a super loud fan. Let's give you a test here. Let's go. First, we'll just go fan. Now this is just as a cooling fan. That's pretty good air coming out. And then we'll go to 1. So 1 is right now is on 600 watts, so not very loud at all, nice and quiet. And then you can flip up even to 900 watts, puts out a little more heat. Still not overly loud. And you can go to the higher fan speed, 900 watts, or full out 1500 watts. Which isn't still not tremendously loud. And then it has a level control here, a little thermostat, so it's got quite a bit of features for what it is. What can I say bad about it? The only thing I don't really like about it is this switch here is kind of flaky feeling. Prefer if this was maybe a better knob. Well, time will tell on that though. And being so low profile like it is, you know, it's not going to fall over, so that's a good thing about it. On the bottom here, it does have plasticky legs, so I'm probably going to get a strip of some type of rubber to put on there. We've used it when we first got here, and I picked it up in May. There was quite a few cold nights, so I left it running, and the only part that got hot was the very front part here. Everything else was cool to the touch, even after running all night. So, thumbs up on that one. Next, I have an upgrade to the air conditioner filter. This company called RV Air contacted me and offered to send me out a couple free samples. I think normally it goes for around $13.95. And what it does is on the air conditioner, this is what comes with it. You can see right through it. It's kind of a closed cell plasticky thing. It's reusable, so you can wash it, but it doesn't really block out too much. And mine was starting to disintegrate, so that's one reason I took them up on their offer. Anyway, this one is a two-layer affair. You can see kind of a green layer and another layer. It's not reusable. They say it lasts about a year or 90 days of continuous use. But the big reason I was interested in it was it removes dust, pollen, and pet dander, something we get a lot of. And my wife Ann is allergic to all three of those things, so it's good to get rid of that. The guy in the company also said that some people will use it during the cold weather. They'll have their heater on and then they'll have their AC fan used to distribute heat throughout the rig, and people find this is really handy for filtering as well. So I've only had it in there for about a week or two now, and unfortunately we haven't had too many days where I've had to use the air conditioner, so I'll have to use it a while to know. But it didn't seem to reduce the flow or the airflow much at all, so I'm looking forward to that. Next item is this hiking pole called the Hike and Strike. So the backstory to this, why I wanted it, is Ann was out walking. She's out by herself walking down near Palm Springs. We were camped in kind of rural farmland, and she got chased by dogs. Down there's a lot of kind of off-leash dogs that kind of pack together. And one Chihuahua led two big dogs to kind of put a run into her. They didn't hurt her or get really close to her, but she got awfully upset after that. So I researched online for some type of protection that she could take, and found this this Hike and Strike pole. Now what it has on the end here, just take this cover off. You can see here it's got these big spikes, but what it is a shock stick. So when you activate it, it puts out 950,000 volts. So down here we got a couple of buttons, and one button gets it going, so the light's on. Now it's ready to roll. So we'll just give you a look at this. It's actually quite startling. I think it would scare a dog off or something right away. Yeah, definitely would do the job. So probably animals are pretty scared of noises like that, so I think they'd back off right away. If not, you could jam this into them and give them the jolt of their life. So that would also be handy. You know, we're out boondocking and hiking. You know, there's coyotes around and javelinas. There's a few dangerous critters around. One nice thing about this is up in Canada, you're not allowed to have stun guns, but you're allowed to have shock weapons like this for like they're like a cattle prod, as long as they're 18 inches. I think it's 440 millimeters or whatever. So basically, it's legal to have in Canada. So that was a big selling feature. So I feel a little better about her wandering around by herself. Just unpack the batteries here and let you see what powers it. There we are. So there's these three little CR123A. It's like 3-volt batteries, lithium batteries. So you don't want to be shooting it off all the time, because I'm sure they have a certain lifespan. Zap! So I just did a quick look up on the batteries. They go for about $5-6 each. So far we've had this one for 6 months now, and they're still good. Also in the end here it has a super bright flashlight. The next item is this thing called Lube All. So this is by a company called Works Inc. And they actually contacted me and said, "Oh, we'd love to send this out to you." And I said, "No, that's okay. I'll buy it myself and check it out." So I picked it up off Amazon. I think it was about $8. And they're touting that it's non-toxic and odorless and colorless. It kind of has the consistency of Vaseline. Kind of sticky, kind of heavy. Whoop, too much there. But the main reason I wanted it for, I'll just show you here, I was having problems with our RV entrance door. Let's go check that out. So what I found was every time we get about a cool, rainy weather, I don't know if the metal would oxidize or something would happen, it would lose its lubrication, and the door would really stick. So I could solve it by spraying it with silicone lube or white lithium, but it'd soon disappear. So I found this stuff and started coating the parts with this stuff, like that, and also coated the striker plate here. And that stuff seems to stay in place, and the moisture doesn't lose it from moisture, so it's really worked out well. Made the door a lot smoother. Yeah, before sometimes it would get so sticky that it wouldn't even close. So yeah, it's been good for that application. Another application I think it's going to be good for is the rubber seal on the toilet. They use this can be used on rubber O-rings and such, so you can go to their website. I'll leave a link. There's all sorts of applications for it all around the rig, and it's nice and small. You don't have to worry about spraying stuff. Just a good thing to have in the toolbox. I give it a thumbs up. Okay, number 5 is this Channellock 1/4" drive socket set. So why did I get this? Well, I was on my old blue truck there. I was changing a faulty glow plug, and it was in a super tight area, really hard to get at. So researching online, I found out that if you used one of the 1/4" drives, the socket was much shorter than the 3/8 drive, so you could get in there. So really super handy for getting into tight spots. So I went and borrowed off of my brother-in-law's neighbor. He had a set similar to this, and it had the little swivelly thing here too to get into tight places. So after I used his, he told me how handy it was around cars and different things, so I went out and got myself one. Found this one on Amazon. It was only $29. So this is the standard version. They also have a metric version, but most of the nuts and bolts that I'm running into are standard. So you know, you've got the little extenders and also one of these drives, and even has a drive on the top, so you can put the ratchet in on top. Nice little baby ratchet here. So the quality's not, you know, super high end or anything. What you can expect for the money, but for the amount that I use sockets and need it, it'll be good for around the rig. But I just like it that it's so compact. I can throw it into the storage bay. I've got my large full socket set that I keep in the truck's toolbox, but it's kind of handy to have this just close by. And one of the big things I use it for is the 3/8 tech screws. They have a 3/8 nut head on the tech screws for the underbelly and stuff, so it's handy to use to pull those out. So another thumbs up on that. That was a good buy. And finally on my list here is these, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, HoKENA, I imagine. And they're road flares, LED road flares for when you're on the side of the road stranded. And these would come in super handy in back in, was it sometime in the late fall, we got stranded in the redwoods there. You know, I had my safety triangles out and I have reflective bumpers, but it would have been nice to have these flares just because they flash. You can see the different lighting modes, the flashing, rotate, quick flash, single blink, alternating blinks, Morse code SOS, solid on high, solid on low, side light, and flashlights. So they have quite a few modes. So just pull it apart and see what you get in this little kit. So I give them really high marks on their packaging. So you get this little carrying case in there, screwdrivers to take it apart. It looks like it runs on, there's 3 AAA batteries, just regular batteries, so you don't need any special batteries to run them. But you got these kind of funny little things in here. This card saying, we love our customers, if you love blah blah blah, leave an honest review. If for any reason you're not 101% satisfied, please contact us immediately. We promise we'll move heaven and earth to make things right. To get in touch, simply go to our order page and send us a message, or you can email, flip me over for instructions there. And they got a money back guarantee. It says, as a small family business, we work hard to make sure our customers are happy. So you got simply return it 30 days for 100% refund. So that's kind of cool. I know when they contacted me, they talked about it being their little business, and they're actually I found out they were in Victoria, my old hometown. So anyway, so you get the little pack, you get 3 of the puck-sized flares, and then they throw in this safety device. It's a hammer to emergency break a window, and there's a seatbelt cutter in there, so that's kind of cool. So I've seen these they're probably coming out of China. They might be white labeling them out of China or something, because I've seen a number. You go on Amazon, there's all kinds of companies that have very similar designs there. So let's check this out. I just push the button. Oh, that's kind of cool. So every time you push the button, you get a different action. Huh. Neat. And also built into here behind this plastic is a magnet, so you can just stick it to the side of your vehicle, or say on the back of your bumper. You can place them around. Also, you could put them, there's a little hangy thing in here. I could see if you hang them onto your reflective triangles or on top of a cone, they would light up that as well. So, I'm going to give it the ultimate test, so maybe I'll wait till this evening till it gets dark, and then I'll go outside and attach them to a few things, and we'll see how bright they are. It's kind of hard right now because it's the middle of the day, so stay tuned. Yeah, so at night they're quite bright. Yeah, definitely quite bright at night. Cool. Whoa. Till next time, it's Ray from LoveYourRV.com. Thanks for watching, folks. Cheers.